Hey guys, I want to talk to you really quick about excuses. Tons of people have them. Um, Everyone has them, actually. It's just whether if you use them or not. And there's no coincidence that this is the shirt I'm wearing, my No Excuses shirt. It works shirt while I make this video. I did that on purpose. Let's pull it back a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so I'm reading this book right here. The Magic of Thinking Big by... I can't read backwards. David J. Schwartz. It's good. And there's a whole entire chapter about excuses, which made me want to make this video. If you want a further in-depth view on this whole topic, then get the book, because I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to give the basics. So he says that there's 4 types of excuses. I think that there's 5 whenever you incorporate this business into your life. But let's go with the 4. The 4 he says is health is the number 1 excuse. Well, one of the 4. Intelligence, age, and luck. And then I'm going to add one more, family. So let's talk about health. People who could be like, hey, I have this going on, I can't do the business, blah, 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 blah. But that should make you work harder to make this business work. So let's go with the positive side of things, right? So I'll give an example. Trisha McDonald, her husband, she's our presidential upline. Her husband got in a bike accident, like bicycle, and he broke his hip, and I don't even know if she was going to go presidential originally, but she was stuck in the hospital with him, and she was like, well, what else am I going to do? So they went presidential while he was in the hospital, while he was recovering from like a hip replacement or something. She went presidential, and they both worked on it together because they were like, we're just sitting here anyways, let's work, you know? So that's a different way to flip it. Instead of being like, oh, I'm in the hospital, I can't do anything. Well, you're just laying there. Do something. It's all in the mindset. I know it's easier said than done, but it's totally all in the mindset. Let's talk about another health thing. My fiance is diabetic, and we've had some rough days and nights and stuff like that with it, but I'm letting this business drive me because I know if I get to a certain point, I can pay for whatever it is, like a pancreas replacement, like or transplant, whatever it is. Like once we have enough money that we can make the calls with that disease. Could you imagine? Instead of letting us get us down and think about all the hospital bills we have anyways, no, we're letting it drive us and get further. And I can tell you that almost everybody in this business has an excuse. It's just if you use it or not. I have health issues. I'm not sure if everyone knows about them. There's no reason for anyone to know about them. And all of these, like I can relate to almost all of these, but I'm not choosing to. I know they're there, but I'm not letting it define me. So, those were just a couple examples I wanted to give you. Now let's talk about intelligence. I don't really hear this being used that often. Like I'm not smart enough to do this, or I'm too smart to do this. I don't know. I haven't heard that be used yet, but a good way to get around that, if that is you, stop underestimating yourself. You are smart and you're capable and you can do this business. So I'm not going to get into that one too much because I haven't really heard that be used as an excuse. Age, I hear this one a lot. I'm too old. I'm too young. Well, realize that there's 20-year-old ambassadors on our team. There's a 20-year-old, or not on our team, but in the company. There's a 20-year-old millionaire in the company. There is also ambassadors who are grandparents that have grandkids and all of that, and they are in the Millionaires Club as well. So if they can do it, you can do it. And if someone has done it, then it's no longer, you can't use it as an excuse anymore. Let it drive you. It looks like I have no hair on this side. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Luck. Luck is not a business model. You can't get to the top being lucky. It's impossible. You have to do work. It takes work to get to the top. I am the most unlucky person on the planet, and I'm doing fine with this business. So, luck is not a business model. Luck has nothing to do with this business. Sorry, I'm like fixing my hair a million times. So don't let that one get into your head at all. And then families. Let's talk about families. People use their families as their why, but they also use them as their excuse at the same time, simultaneously. So your kids could be your why. I'm doing this business for my kids. I'm doing this so they can go to college without any debt. I'm doing this so they can take that dance class and they don't have to be the only one not doing extracurricular activities, whatever it is. Or your husband, there's a lot of husbands that get jealous that the wife is making more money than them. That's not my fiance. Oh my gosh, his like dream job is to be unemployed, so he can't wait. Well, I'm already making more money than him, but he can't wait until I'm making double the money, so he doesn't have to work. Like, you just have to flip that a little bit. So if your kids are your excuse, remind yourself that they're your why, and find a way to make them be your why at all times, and stop making them an excuse. Make them a priority. I'm not going to get into that one too much because I feel like it's a little obvious. So I just wanted to say that. So ways to combat this is just stop talking about excuses. Everyone has them. It's just, do you use it or not? So decide to stop making excuses and just do it. We all have excuses. We all make excuses. Even if it's personal, I've made excuses just to myself. They don't have to be public. I'm getting in my own head, and that's not good. To be telling yourself horrible things that aren't true, and you're worthy, and you have to realize that. So get out of your own head. Stop making excuses, no matter if they're just internal excuses or if you're voicing them to your upline or on Facebook or whatever it is. Just stop, and I guarantee your business will change. Successful people don't make excuses. They have excuses, but they don't use them. And I wanted to tell you one real quick quote in this book. It said, whenever be grateful for your own health, as good as it is, because even if you think you're at the worst, like, you're still alive, you know. You could be like going through some stuff, but you are alive right now. So this quote says, I felt sorry for myself because I had ragged shoes until I met a man who had no feet. So it's like there's someone out there that always, always, always has it worse than you. Always. And it just depends what you want to make of this. Let this business drive you to do better things. Let this business drive you to success. Don't get in your own head. A lot of this business, the success stems from within. Like, you need to be pushing yourself. You need to be, you have to be motivated, self-motivated. You have to, you just have to promise yourself to stop making excuses. That's all it is. There's nothing else to it. I could go on and on, but it's all you. It's like, yeah, everyone, you have your circumstance, but that doesn't matter. Don't let your circumstances define you. Change your mindset and change your life, and it'll be pretty crazy where you could be a year from now if you do that. So, yeah, that's all. No excuses. Stop them. Everyone has them. It just depends if you use them or not. So, okay. I hope this helped a little bit. I hope this opened a couple people's eyes, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Okay, bye.